shiny, beady eyes, excess loose skin, your eyeshadow just folds over whenever you apply your makeup, then thank the Lord you clicked on this video because I'm gonna save your ass. I have suffered with my eye shape for so long. I have a lot of excess loose skin. My eyes naturally turn downwards. So if I use the wrong eyeshadow techniques, my eyes will look so droopy. If you're new here, hi, my name is xThuyLe. I used to be a makeup artist for 6 years, but now I've been in the beauty game for over 14 years. I'm gonna leave timestamps down below in this video so you can always skip along. But by the end of this video, you are gonna know exactly what to do to make your eyes look bigger, rounder, and more lifted. So let's get into the video. The first section that we're going to cover is eyeshadow. When it comes to doing eyeshadow for smaller eyes, you need to use smaller brushes. You see the shape of these two brushes? They will give a completely different finish. Someone who has a bigger eye, they might use this for their crease. Whereas if you have a smaller eye, using a similar sized brush will give you a completely different finish. You can see both of these are blending brushes, but this shaped brush will work so much better if you have a slightly smaller eye shape. If you have hooded eyes, the number one mistake that I see people make is applying on eyeshadow while their eyes are closed. Instead, what you want to do is take a mirror and keep your eyes looking directly open and apply this on slightly higher than the crease. This is going to make sure that when you have your eyes directly open, you can actually see the color. Instead of applying eyeshadow right into the crease here, just moving just a little bit higher is going to make sure that the eyeshadow is going to give that impact when your eyes are fully open. I also like to bring the eyeshadow slightly higher so that it lifts the eye. You always want to avoid applying eyeshadow too far down because that will make your eyes look more droopy. You can see on this side I have a lot of excess skin, so if I just applied on the eyeshadow on my lid, this extra piece of meat is just gonna flop over and it's gonna make my eyes look a lot smaller. So on this eye, I like to exaggerate and I almost blend it into my eyebrow. Blending into my nose is gonna give the most natural effect. Now you wanna add a little bit of depth, so I'm going in with a little pencil brush with a slightly darker brown. Now I'm gonna work this slightly higher than my actual crease, and remember to keep them damn eyes open. If I would have done this with my eyes closed, I probably would have put the crease right here. But you can see if I put the eyeshadow here and I open my eyes, that would be completely lost. So by blending this eyeshadow slightly higher, it's going to create almost like a fake crease. Then you want to go back in with your blending brush. I always like to go back and forth between brushes to really make sure I have that airbrushed eyeshadow effect. I'm creating a V on the outer corners but keeping the eyes nice and lifted. Then I'm going to take a matte cream eyeshadow. You can also use a shimmer or glitter if you want to, but I'm keeping this look as natural as possible. Remember, if you have hooded eyes, you never want to apply an eyeshadow with your eyes closed. Keep your eyes looking directly into a mirror and just pat this on the eyelid. I'm also going to blend a little bit higher as well so that it keeps my eyes nice and open. Then once you have this shape already mapped out, you can then close your eyes and blend over any lines. I'm not gonna lie guys, now that I'm getting a bit older, the lines on the eyelid, oh girl, the fine lines are lining. Another little tip I used to do when I was a makeup artist is grab a sponge that has a flat edge, take a little bit of loose powder, and then I'm always gonna bake underneath the eyeshadow. This is really gonna help keep your eyes looking lifted. Then just grab a big blending brush and just buff away the excess powder. Guys, can you just see instantly how much that has lifted the corner of my eyes? By doing this little powder technique, it just cleans up any eyeshadow that might have dropped down that could actually be dragging down your eyes and making your eyes look more droopy. I do this trick all the time whenever I want to clean up my contour or clean up my nose, make my nose look a bit smaller. It does wonders. Okay, next let's move on to eyeliner. I feel like when you have hooded eyelids, eyeliner can be your friend or your foe. I am so picky when it comes to my eyeliner because a lot of them ends up transferring on my eyelid. A lot of them smudge throughout the day. A lot of them dry down too quickly, so by the time I put on my eyeliner, she's dried and gone crusty. I'm going to be using an eyeliner today from this brand called Judy Doll. It's quite cool because it's kind of like a gel liner. And then it also has an inbuilt brush in the lid. Ooh, I'm just gonna take some on this angled brush. You can also go in with a dark brown eyeshadow. I really like gels because I feel like it's in between a liquid liner and a pencil. It's a bit longer wearing. The biggest mistake that I see a lot of people make when they have smaller eyes is that they do a really thick line all over their eyelid. However, I find that actually does the opposite and it makes your eyes look smaller and beadier. So when it comes to eyeliner, what I like to do is do the opposite trick when I do my eyeshadow, and that is to tilt my head backwards so that I can fully see the space on my lid. And then I want to get the eyeliner as close to my lash line as possible. Because as gals who have more of a hooded eye, we naturally have a smaller lid space. So if you fill up all of that lid space with your eyeliner, it makes your eyes look smaller in photos. If you do want to show your eyeliner a little bit more, only make your eyeliner thicker on the outer corners. But when it comes to the inner eyelid portion, I just go in as close as I can to my lash line. Almost like I'm doing connect the dot. When I'm applying an eyeliner, I like to keep my eyes open so that I can actually see where the line is going. I know some people fall into the trick of pulling their eyes and drawing the liner, but you'll notice that when you finally open your eyes, the skin might fold over. So by doing your eyeliner with your eyes fully open, you can see exactly where that fold is, and I can draw directly on top. If you want to do a wing liner but you have more of a hood, the trick is to look directly straight and keep the eyeliner going straight in towards your lash line. I do see some people when they do their eyeliner, they kind of do more of a curl kind of shape, but I find when you do it like that, it actually ends up drooping the eye. So by drawing the liner straight in more of a triangle shape, that is what's going to keep your eyes looking as lifted as possible. You can see I've got this fold right here and it kind of like hoods over my eyelid. So I need to make sure I go straight on top with the eyeliner again while my eyes are open, and then I'm just dotting this on my eyes so that I can see the wing. And you can see when I tilt my head, it almost has this S shape, and now I'm just going to connect that line. Now for hooded eyes in particular, it's really important to tight line underneath your lash line here. This is what's gonna still define your eyes, but not close up all of the eyelid space. Okay, hopefully you can see how much difference the eyeliner makes. You can see my eyes are pulled kind of up in a lifted motion rather than going straight, or even worse, downturned. Okay, now we're gonna move on to eyelashes, and eyelashes makes the biggest difference. When it comes to hooded eyes, you always wanna go for something that will make the center of your eyes look as open and as lifted as possible. If you're blessed with naturally long lashes, what's it like to be God's favorite? I am a part of the itty bitty lash committee, so I always make sure that I curl my lashes. The trick is finding an eyelash color that suits your eye shape, and trust me, I have tried a lot of eyelash colors. I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, but the best one is this one from Kevin Aquan. I feel like it fits around my eye shape the best and grabs every single lash. Okay, do you see how lifted my lashes look? This is what you want before you start putting on any mascara. Okay, so the mascara that you use when you have more hooded eyelids is so important. If you apply on the wrong mascara, one that's too oily, you end up with loads of transfer on your eyelid. So Asian mascaras are the one to go for. This one is from Etude House and it is very famous in Korea. I feel like all the makeup artists that use this mascara. The formula when it comes to Asian mascaras are just so much more lightweight. Normally when I use regular mascaras, the formula might be too heavy and my lashes start to drop. But you can see the curl. Even though I've applied on 2 coats of mascara, she is still lifted. The curl is gonna stay put. Now, if I want my eyes to look more open and more lifted, then I'm gonna go in with these type of lashes that go underneath your actual eyelash. These are from Eyeliner. They're called the Underlash. These are cool because they have glue on them already, so you don't even have to faff around with any glue. It even comes with its own little pair of tweezers. They have short, medium, and long, so you can really customize what kind of effect you're after. I like quite dramatic eyes, so I'm gonna pick up the longer cluster. Then you grab your mirror, hold it down, and just stick this underneath your lashes. These type of lashes really lift up the outer corners of your eyes. I feel like when you go from underneath, it really pushes up. Now I'm gonna pick up a medium cluster, and I'm just gonna go right underneath next to that long cluster. Push that in. Honestly, these are so quick and so easy, and they last all day as well. I do not know what kind of magic this is. I just can't get over how much more lifted this eye looks. Now this next step is optional, but I am gonna go in with some mascara on my bottom lashes. I feel like when I have a bare lash line, sometimes my eyes look really beady and squishy. So going in and just defining my bottom lash line with a bit of bottom mascara just really helps round round out my eye. So this is what my bottom lashes look like just with mascara, but a secret that I do all the time, and I used to do this on all my clients, is I go in with an eyeliner that's really small. This one is from Judy Doll again. You can see how tiny it is. And on the sparse areas, I like to draw in tiny little baby eyelashes. I've been doing this trick now for the last 10 years and no one has ever clocked me on my fake bottom eyelashes. But now my YouTube family know the truth, okay? So if you see me in real life, mind your business. So you can see I've just drew on about 5 little spikes of bottom eyelashes, and I honestly feel that it makes my eyes look so much bigger. It makes my eyes look more round, especially compared to this eye. This eye just looks so much smaller. When you do drag out your bottom lashes, I feel like it makes your eyes look more doll-like. Now I'm just going to add some final touches, like using a nude eyeliner. This is just going to go inside of my waterline. This is really handy if you've been crying or if you haven't had a lot of sleep and your eyes are really red. Just adds that extra little brightness just by the lash line. Then I just use whatever's left on my eyeshadow brush and just run it on my bottom lash line. I don't want to make my eyes look smoky. I don't want to make it look like I have like a black line underneath there. But this is just going to add a little bit of depth just to my bottom lash line so it doesn't look stark, and it kind of evens out the top and bottom of my lashes. Okay, now you can just leave your eyes like this, go about your day. But this next trick I feel like is the real game changer to making your eyes pop, to making your eyes stand out, to making your eyes look bigger, and that is contact lenses. I wasn't going to include this step because it is very extra. I don't actually need contacts. I have perfect 20/20 vision, so I don't even need contacts. But ever since I flew over to Korea and I documented getting my makeup done by a professional makeup artist, if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll leave it up here. But I learned so many tips and tricks from K-pop makeup artists on how they make their eyes really stand out. And honestly, 99.9% of K-pop stars all wear contact lenses. I wasn't even gonna tell you this trick and kind of gatekeep it, but honestly, I feel like it's a disservice not telling you, especially in a video that you want to make your eyes stand out. I feel like a lot of these videos on YouTube do all these basic eye makeup tutorials, but I'm like, no, I want to show you the full glam way. If you want to make your eyes really stand out and really pop, these are the little tips and tricks that no one tells you about. I can film a whole video talking about my favorite contact lenses, what styles I like, but my favorite brand is Olens. I've tried quite a few other brands, but I find Olens is the most comfortable. You guys know us Asians, okay? We ain't got the biggest eyes, so we have to do everything in our power to just, you know, take it up a notch. These contacts are especially designed for Asian eyes. They are very comfortable. I've tried so many different other brands and I feel like there's always this itchy feeling in your eyes, but these honestly feel so moist. They feel so lightweight. They actually do so many different styles, so many different colors that suits people with brown eyes. You know, there's some contact lenses that when you put it in, your eyes look like lizards? No, okay? They have green contacts, but when you put it in, it actually looks like your eyes could actually be that color. One of my favorite styles is Scandi Olive. I also love their double tint range. These ones are really nice. My favorite style is the glowy range. I feel like these have a really nice way to make your eyes look like it almost could be your eyes, but it just gives that extra little, oh my god, I'm on my last pen. No! Why have I only got 3 in here? See, these are some other contacts from the Spanish line. This ring around your eye is going to slightly extend your eye and it makes your eyes look bigger. It makes your eyes look glowy. It makes your eyes look like they're twinkling. The reason why I like Olens in particular is because they have different sizes of contact lenses. I personally like my eyes to look big and sparkly, so I go for anything that is 13mm plus. I think naturally everyone's eyes are about 11 to 12mm, so if you want to go for the more natural contacts, they have those too. But these are 14mm, so they make your eyes look big and glowy, hence the name glowy brown. They also have glowy black as well, which is really nice. They look like your eyes but a little bit better. Hopefully you can see in here on one side of the contact, it has almost like a moonlight around it. I'll show you, but when you put these into your eye, it makes your eyes look like it has a ring light around it. So if you've never put in contacts before, let me show you because I've become a pro. Okay, so you want to grab the contact and make sure that the lighter bit is at the bottom. Then you want to take your finger and pull down your bottom lash line and then look up, and you want to touch the white bit of your eye, and then now you just want to blink, okay? And that's got it. So quick, so easy. It doesn't even feel like I have anything in my eyes, honestly. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see there is a clear difference with my eyes. I wouldn't say it looks like, oh my gosh, she's wearing contacts, but it makes your eyes look more striking. You can see it just adds that highlight to the bottom bit of your eyes, and it just makes your eyes look so much rounder. It makes your eyes look bigger. Every single time I take a photo and I have these contacts in, I'm like, wow, my eyes look so good. Even on the days where I don't bother wearing eyeshadow and I just want to put on a bit of mascara, if I put in contact, naturally my eyes just look bigger, more rounder and more doe-eyed. It's amazing. It honestly is the secret. If you want your eyes to pop but you don't want to wear much makeup, just put in a pair of contact lenses. Hopefully you guys can see that if you do the right techniques, you can really lift your eyes. You can completely change the shape of your eyes. You can make your eyes look so much bigger. I've had my makeup done so many times by professional makeup artists, and honestly I used to hate my eye shape because every time I'd look in the mirror, my eyes would look saggy, droopy, even worse when I had makeup on. If you guys like this video and you want to learn more about how to perfect your everyday makeup routine, I have filmed that video here. In this video I really go in depth with my everyday makeup routine and how you can actually make it last. If you love all things skincare, makeup, then consider subscribing because I upload weekly videos to level up your beauty routine. And that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!